Big win, Don Wilson here for Top MMA News. Here with Chris and Menace Clements, and I gotta say, I'm checking out to see if I can see any belts, because now you got two. Didn't bring any today, eh?
Nah, this isn't about me. Today's about Jesse Gross and Chris Hordeski, so I'm here for them, not for myself today.
All right, well, let's just talk about you first. So, big win over Travis Briere. Just like you told me before, he wasn't up to par with you. 2 rounds in, spinning back kick, he goes down. Why don't you give us your thoughts on the fight?
The fight went pretty much according to plan. I knew his only chance to beat me was to use his athleticism and just kind of overwhelm me. I knew in technical skills-wise, I had him in all angles, so I just wanted to get him in some clinch work. Once we were up against the cage, I felt him using a lot of muscle to try and hold me there. So I just kind of let him do his thing and wear himself down a little bit. When I seen the hole, I switched over, took him down. On the ground, I wasn't really trying to hit him or submit him. I was just letting him work, just letting him tire himself out. And then I noticed when I was attacking him on the feet, he must have been scared of my right hand because he kept turtling up pretty quick, just covering his hands up real high over his head. So he kept running to my right side. So I just kept faking a punch and kicking him in the leg. And then I heard his corner tell him to go to the other side, and that's exactly what I wanted him to do, was circle on the other side. His corner said circle the other way. I kind of faked the shot. I seen him going that way, and I just threw the spinning back kick.
And landed it.
And landed it right in the liver.
Now, one interesting stat about you, and you know, as long as I've followed your career, it was nothing that ever hit my eyes until I've seen people talk about it. You have a 100% finish ratio in all your fights.
Yeah, I don't fight for judges. I fight to finish fights. So I only know one way to fight, and that's to try and finish somebody. So it's just the way it ends.
Now I got a quick question for you, something that just popped into my head. So Rap Bellator just picked up a 170 of themselves, a Ryan Ford, a guy that I would love to see you go against. But that now leaves a spot open against Seth Baczynski for the title that you hold. Is that maybe where we might be seeing you next?
I actually talked to Joey today about that. I'm going to let him know on Tuesday, but this Tuesday alone I got 4 fight offers. All for the same month, pretty much, all for October. I'm getting married September 23rd.
Well, congratulations.
So I got to try and fit in waiting time and training time to see what's going on. So basically it's going to be who offers the best offer, basically, and opponent-wise, right? If somebody can give me a better opponent than Seth, it's going to move me up even further, then, you know, the money might not matter as much. But right now it's looking like, either the score fighting series or ringside,
So either way, we're going to be seeing you probably for either a title or on TV. So you're going to get one of those two things. Now, my question is, I've been hearing a little bit from a promoter, one of our favorites, Mark Pavlich. Was any of those offers from him?
No. Pavlich offered me a 4-fight contract back when he was coming to Windsor. Yeah. But ever since he hasn't came back to Ontario, I haven't heard back from him since.
So nothing from MFC after the big win?
No.
All right, so it could be score, it could be ringside. I take it really belts don't matter to you, money doesn't matter to you right now. You're still looking to take that step up to the big show, and it's opponent that means the most to you.
Yeah, I want to fight in the UFC. That's it. There's even Bellator. There is Strikeforce. There's other shows, but I want to fight in the UFC. That's what I want.
That's your goal. Now,
I'm 35 years old. Shows like Bellator, MFC. By the time I spent 3 years building myself up in that show, I'm going to be a pretty old man. So, I'm going to beat somebody up that shows I deserve to be in the UFC and let me go.
Now, obviously, we've seen a long time between your fights, but every time you get in the ring, you're still quick. You're not missing a step. Do you feel old?
I don't feel old. When I'm in shape, I don't feel old. And most of the guys I train with are lightweights. Like Hordeski's lightweight, Stout's lightweight, Jesse Gross is lightweight, dropping to featherweight, Hominik's featherweight. Most of the guys I train with at the high level guys at my gym are smaller. So I think I adapt to their speed very well, and it makes me kind of quicker by training with smaller guys all the time.
Now, one thing we mentioned last time we were on radio, is a little something there. Rowan, is he going to be coming back or what?
Rowan Cunningham.
Yeah.
I talked to him today. I was actually teasing him, telling him he's going to drop the lightweight because he's only 180 pounds. But he has a baby due in probably 2 or 3 weeks. And I know he's got the itch. Before when Rowan was fighting, he was basically strictly a jiu-jitsu guy, and he's been with us, Team Tompkins, Boss Shooting Systems, Adrenaline Training Center, all of it together. He's been working on nothing but stand-up, and he's addicted to kickboxing now. So I think he's just curious to go back in there and see what he can do now.
I would definitely want to see him with stand-up experience. He was a beast when all he could do is on the ground. Very interested in that. Now let's get to your stable. Not only are you, one of the top 170-pound in Canada, you also have a stable of dynamite fighters. So we have Jesse Gross coming up at Bellator, 152-pound catchweight, little odd there. How do you feel he matches up against his opponent?
I think Jesse matches up well with anybody. His athleticism is, it's pretty hard to keep up with. His takedown defense, he's so fast and athletic. It's just so hard to get him on the ground. So guys who come in with these jiu-jitsu backgrounds, they can't do their game if they can't get a hold of him. So when his striking and stuff's come a long way in the last couple of years, so I think it's a good matchup for him.
I'm sure he's ready to get the taste of that Cardinal loss out of his mouth.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, speaking of another fighter, this to me is one of the big matchups I'm looking forward to in August. Jason Sago and Jesse Ronson. Ronson had a really, really big win in the last time we were in Hamilton over Brandon Chagnon, something like that. Chagnon? I'm sorry, folks. I forget. How is he preparing for that matchup? Because Jason Sago is a beast in himself.
When Ronson first joined our gym, he was pretty much just a kickboxer. So, when he first came in, I remember rolling with him and tapping him out like numerous times in one round. And I just rolled with him probably a week and a half ago, and we went a couple rounds. I didn't get him once, so I know his ground game's come a long way. He trained with a couple of jiu-jitsu guys back home that are like mainly gi guys. I'm pretty sure he just got his first pair of pajamas. He called it the other day. So he's coming a long way. His kickboxing, to the technical standpoint, he's amazing on his feet. Kicks like over top of your head like nothing. He's a lefty who throws people off, and he's pretty strong for what he looks like. So
you think he should do good in the fight?
Yeah, I think he should do. It'll be a very interesting fight.
Now, before we let you go, are there any family, friends, sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
I really got to thank Razorware. I'm kind of sporting it right now. They've helped us out a lot. Our Fight Planet hooked us up. My buddy owns Spray and Seal. And my family. A lot of people don't understand what it's like. If they're not a fighter, they don't know what it's like on your family. My family gets mad at me all the time. Oh, you're too cool for your family now. No, I'm busy. My mom finally came and seen one of my training camp workouts.
What did she think?
I think she understands now. They had no idea that work that in preparation goes through to preparing for a fight. It's not like even my wife at home doesn't understand it. My job doesn't stop when I don't get to punch a clock and go home. It's training camp time. It's 2 months straight of 24 hours a day, dieting, everything you do, your sleep. It takes a lot of toll on you. So, all my family out there, sorry, still love you all.
Well, you want to personal thank you for big win to the Clements brood, because you know what I mean. Without your support, we wouldn't have such a dynamite fighter as we do. So once again, big win, Don Wilson with Chris Clements, the ringside MMA welterweight champion, now the professional fighting championship welterweight champion, and maybe we'll see him ringside of the score. Top MMA News.